quit being an emotional little bitch. All right, no, but on a real note, emotions are something that make us human. But the thing is, I think people nowadays are too emotional towards things. And the reason that I say this is because there's multiple reasons that's why I say this. But one of the reasons that's why I say this is you can't really have an argument with anybody anymore because they don't really pull up facts in the arguments. They just usually say things that are emotional. Like, I don't know, it's just stupid. And excuse me if there's people like screaming around here, so I don't know, hopefully somebody's not getting murdered. But I'm gonna take something for example. Me, I used to be an extremely emotional person. I used to cry over everything when I was younger. I played on a soccer team, and for the people, I don't really think any of my old teammates watch these videos. Hopefully they don't. But I used to cry over everything. I used to be super emotional. People would pick on me, and I would cry. I was just a little bitch, honestly. Like on a real note, I was just a little bitch. I would let people get to my head, and I was very anxious. I was just, I guess, probably the peak definition of a soy boy. But I was also I was in middle school. Middle school up until I think my sophomore year. That's when I actually started growing a pair. But for the most part, my entire middle school year, I was just a very emotional kid. And it's probably because I grew up, I don't know. I wouldn't say I grew up fucking like being mama's boy, but I don't know. I don't really know as to why I was like that. But I had major shifts in my life where I started to realize that hang on, Suki, what are you doing? Vente. I started to have major realizations that whenever I was super duper emotional, it clouded my judgment. And whenever you have clouded judgment, you can't make good decisions. And in order to make good decisions, in order to be successful, and in order to actually attain something with your life, you need to make extremely sharp decisions in critical moments, and you cannot let your emotions take control of you. Something that I've noticed is that emotions can, not only cloud your judgment, but can allow for you to just, I don't know, it doesn't allow for you to execute properly. You can't go to your highest outputs. And the problem with there's multiple problems with being very emotional, but the problem with society is that for the most part, most girls are emotional. I guess like for the centuries and how men and women have been, women are more emotional, men are more logical. But the thing is, with how society is treating men and how things are changing, men are slowly becoming more and more emotional, and they're becoming more, what do you call them? In Spanish there's a word for them, princesos. They're basically just becoming pussies. And I don't know, I don't even know where I want to go with this. I guess something that I guess I can say is whenever something good happens, you can't let it take control of you. Like, you can get excited, you can be happy for it, but you cannot let it be you can't like get it to you. Like you basically, you can't let it get to your ego, and you can't let it inflate you so much. Like, you gotta win, cool. Basically, I guess, for example, what I do is whenever something good happens to me, or whenever I get good news, I'll be happy for it. I'll get the dopamine spike, and I'll be like hyped for it for a few hours, but then I'll be thinking about, okay, what comes next? And a lot of you might be thinking, oh, yeah, you're a lame ass motherfucker, you're a lame ass nigga. Like, no, shut up. The thing is, if you were to let that win get to your head, you would celebrate too. It's like, for example, in a soccer game, whenever you score a goal and whenever you let it get to your head and whenever you're celebrating for too long, you're basically letting the other team get prepped and get ready, and you're letting them dial in, and you're basically giving them the advantage in order for them to be able to clap back. Versus in contrast, you score a goal and you get right back to your position. You're basically prepping yourself, and you're not letting the team get into position so that they can, I guess, come back. So it's the same thing for whenever somebody scores on you, or whenever you lose, or whenever something I guess not, I wouldn't say a failure happens, because failures in my personal opinion don't really exist. More than anything, it's the learning lessons. Whenever something, I guess, not to your liking happens, you cannot let that get to your head either. You have to be calm, cool, and collected, and just bounce back. I like using football as an analogy, or soccer, because it's the best thing. You get scored on, cool. Time to score another one. Same thing whenever you get scored on. Like, we got scored on, all right, cool, just don't let it happen again. Let's come back stronger and come back just better. So I don't know. You can't really let emotions control your life. You can't be too emotional towards anything good or bad. You have to be calm, cool, and collected for basically every single area of life, especially if you want to achieve success, and especially as men. You could argue that I'm being misogynistic right now, which I personally really don't think I am. There are facts, and you can trace back our ancestors to, I mean, tons of time, like basically millennia, like since, I mean, I don't even know how fucking, how, I don't even know how long humans have been around, but since forever. It's in our DNA. Men are more logical, women are more emotional. And that's the way society has progressed, and that's the way that, I mean, humanity. So, my dumbass dog's been fucking pulling me the whole time. Dumbass fucking dog. Love this dog though. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully somebody got something out of this. Don't be too emotional. But I'm probably just yapping at this point. Don't be a little bitch. If you're a little bitch, then I don't know, just stop being one. Okay, I guess I will probably add on this. There will be times where you will be more emotional. Like for example, if your mom dies or something horrible happens, then I'm pretty sure it's enough to break somebody. Like people feel sadness, men feel sadness, like anybody. It's like I said previously, emotions are what makes us human, but you cannot let your emotions control you. You cannot let that sadness take over your life. If you run a multi-million-dollar company and something happens to one of your family members, you probably will be sad, but you cannot let that like completely destroy you. Like for example, the CEO of Google, or fuck, I don't know, I guess Elon Musk, people who are steering multi-billion, if not multi-trillion-dollar ships, cannot let something happen, like cannot let something that happens in their personal life completely fuck them, because if it lets that fuck them, then they're going to be fucking up society, because they are steering such large ships. Obviously, if you're smaller and you're working a 9 to 5, I guess, I mean, something bad happening to you probably will, I mean, like you said, something bad happening to you will probably affect you a little bit. But, I mean, I don't even know where, I guess I'll take that last part out, but yeah, done yapping.